Hi there, YouTube. This is Bob, John, and Larry from Music for Wheels. We're here talking with John today. He has 3 vehicles here, John. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Tell us a little bit about your vehicles, what you got here, and the year, how long have you had them, when did you come by them, that kind of stuff.
Well, I guess I'll start with the 40 Ford Coupe. I bought that off an estate sale. The owner passed away a year ago last January, and I put the car back on the show circuit. It's been my second most favorite car ever. So I finally got that. I had a 5-car bucket list, but my wife's cut it down to 3. So
She's just looking out for you, John.
it's a pretty sharp looking car. It's a candy red color with darker fenders on it. Just something I've always dreamed of owning. The second one I talk about is my wife's pickup, a 31 Ford Model A pickup that I built from the ground up. She was driving a Roadster that I had, and the sun and the wind was just too much for her, so she wanted to quit. I told her we'd sell that, find something with roll-up windows, and I happen to know about the pickup. It's been a fun project. I got her approval on everything I did to it, and it turned out nice. The color is a bright silvery blue color, Dodge Daytona paint color, and it wins lots of trophies. It's got a Chevy V8 in it, which you will find most of the earlier Fords have Chevy V8 engines in them. That's because of the size of the engine, the weight of the engine. It's just an easier engine to make horsepower with. It's a pickup that I've decided my wife can no longer get in and out of it, so we're going to sell that pickup and put her in the 40 Ford actually. But the main car, the car I've had almost 20 years now, is my 32 Ford Coupe. It's painted a 1940 Ford color maroon. I've wanted one of those since I was a freshman in high school. My plan was by the time I graduated, I was going to have the hot rod, going to have some money saved up, and I was going to travel and see the rest of the states that I've never seen before. I got a chance to do part of that cruise 4 summers ago, just before COVID hit. And I drove back to North and South Dakota, just the upper top of Nebraska. Took a 2-week cruise with that. Had a blast. It was just a lot of fun to drive the car, and just me and my car in the open highway.
So was it pretty dependable for you, John?
It was. I had one problem. There were lots of thunderstorms, and at one point I got water in the distributor, and it shut my engine off for half a day.
Oh.
Till I got it dried out. But that was the only problem I had with it. The car loves to do the legal speed limit back there, which is 80 miles an hour, and it cruises nice at 80.
Oh, nice. So, any crazy stories about your cars?
Well, let's see. Not really, since I got the car and tore it apart to bare frame.
Now, which one is this one?
This is the 32 Ford.
The 32 Ford,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the 31 Ford pickup I tore it down to bare frame too. And I just got all the modern parts. All my cars, I insist on being able to drive them down the freeway safely and legally. So that was my first concern, is to buy all safe products for it and then go from there.
So are you doing all this work yourself?
So far, yes. To me, that's a fun part of doing it. The end results is what I'm really after. The car that I can get in, start up, and take off cross country anytime I want to. Building it was fun. The problem I have with the 40 Ford Coupe is I bought it as is, so I don't know anything about it. No paperwork came with the car as far as description on what was done and how it was done. I don't know what year the engine is or transmission. Don't know what color the car is. I just call it red, but it's much prettier than red.
Right.
It's bright metallic candy apple red.
So how long did it take you to restore one of these vehicles, John?
Well, my 32, I've finally done, I think. But I've been working on it for almost 20 years, off and on.
So it's
It's a work in progress. And most hot rodders will tell you, you know, a hot rod's never finished.
right. Yeah,
And
it's a labor of love.
it's
right.
a labor of love. I have enjoyed every minute of both cars that I built. I've had a direction to go and followed the rule book, I guess. And yet on the road and first drive down the freeway and we're all set.
Nice.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us, John. And we'll try to collectively put all three of your vehicles into your video here. I'll let you know whenever it's available out there to view it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, John.
You bet. Thank you.
John, thanks for coming and talking to us.
I enjoyed it.